I played Lucario for an entire week, actually slightly more than that because I missed one of the streams that I wanted to do. Still played in the tournament, but I didn't stream it, so I wanted to give it one more shot. And honestly, this was a delight. This was a whole lot of fun. Lucario is definitely an interesting character, and I knew that going into it, but I said in so many times oh, I'm actually not super comfortable with Lucario. I don't actually know that much about him. He's kind of an unknown. So I'm very glad to have done that because I feel like I understand this character a bit more. And as a quick little thing, I do think the character is a bit better than what I put on my last tier list. I don't remember exactly where I put him in my last tier list, but I'm pretty sure I put him in bottom 10, bottom 12. And I think playing him, as well as mostly watching GachiP, but playing him kind of made me understand a little bit more. This character is actually pretty good. Not fantastic, not great, but a very solid character in this game. First off, I didn't realize how fast he was. He is not super fast on the ground, but he's so fast in the air, and of course his frame data is ridiculous. He has an amazing down tilt, one of the best nairs in the game, one of the best of both of those moves, honestly, in the game. Maybe not one of the best down tilts, because there's some really good down tilts, but it's a very good down tilt in a vacuum. It's a perfectly fine move. Of course, Aura is Aura, and so sometimes you can just get kills super early. His recovery is really good, even if it is a little bit intricate, and I definitely SD'd in some unfortunate moments. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Kind of a couple of things that I thought about Lucario I still think are true, which is he lacks a little bit of combo game. You kind of get your 0 to 40s, and then you basically are doing down tilt back air or just single hitting people, which is honestly that's one of the reasons I thought he was kind of bad, quote unquote, but I don't think it makes him bad. I just think that he has to play more of an advantage state type game, and certain characters can be really good without just comboing you, because of course, especially if you have any aura or any kill potential, you're just gonna kill people, right? He has obviously his Aura Sphere charging, which to be honest, I didn't even come close to mastering. I got Aura Sphere charge combos. Oh no, it's going away because I'm in the vault area. Play it again. I hit maybe one Aura Sphere up smash, a couple of Aura Sphere back airs, Aura Sphere nairs, Aura Sphere back air off stage when you beer verse it. It's actually a lot of fun. I found that to be a very satisfying edge guard, but I definitely didn't get a ton of it. I got some Aura Sphere pressure, but I would take too long to recognize when things were happening, so I would either miss my combos or miss the guaranteed side B, not guaranteed side B, but the assumed side B kind of pressure you have. So I definitely left a lot on the table, and either way, I still feel overall I did pretty well. I definitely didn't do fantastic at any of my tournaments that I entered. I got 5th in one of them, 9th in one of them, I think 13th or 9th in a different one. But also, sometimes I entered these tournaments with me Sword Fighter, and I would get one place better. Which, I play Sword Fighter a lot more than Lucario, so that's not too bad, in my opinion. Playing him on Elite Smash was a lot of fun. Again, my day one, I got 30 straight wins, or 22 straight wins or something with him, which was kind of crazy. I definitely was not expecting that at all. And he kind of clicked with me a little more than I expected, which made me happy, because some little ESAM lore for y'all. When Brawl came out, I wanted to be a quote-unquote Pokemon master, especially once I had already known I was good with Pikachu, right? And I was pretty good with Puff. That character sucked in Brawl, so it didn't really matter that much. And then I played a lot of Pokemon Trainer, and I tried to play a lot of Lucario, but Lucario never clicked with me. So I'm very glad that finally in Smash Ultimate, Lucario clicked a little bit more, which is, it's interesting he clicks with me, because he's not I'm gonna optimize and I'm gonna combo all these things, because he's really just a 2-3 hit character in terms of his combos, and then it's all about neutral, and it's all about, maximizing your position, and that was very apparent sometimes. I'm normally, because of the fantastic out of shield of Brawler and Pikachu, I'm able to kind of fudge my positioning a little bit and reposition myself later, or just have really good out of shield options, have Thrupper, have Nair as Pika. So those things would kind of allow me to be in bad positions, but Lucario, because I'm bad at footstool out of shield, I didn't really have access to that as much, so I would get punished for being out of position a lot more, whether that was dying early on the side of the stage from a Byleth landing near forward air, or being in a weird position and recognizing I couldn't deal with a landing Joker forward air. I would try to move out of the way and then get clipped by the forward air and then die. He was a little bit heavier than I expected. For some reason I thought it was just going to be lighter, and I really didn't have trouble living for a very long time, unless I specifically went to Town and City, which for some reason I was well, Town and City is wide and has small blast zones, which means I'm going to get kills really early, which is not how you should think when you're playing Lucario, because you're going to kill early everywhere, so you don't really need the blast zones to be smaller, although the side platforms were still nice, but definitely was a questionable decision by me for sure. The weird thing about Lucario that I found surprisingly fun is his Edgeguarding. His Edgeguarding was actually really, really fun. I don't think I'm fantastic at it, and I'm definitely bad at two-framing with him, but like the ability to go off stage because he has such high air mobility and such amazing jumps, his back air, his nair, Aura Sphere, going off stage and countering and then recovering under the stage, going under the stage to just like diffuse situations. All those things were kind of really good, and I'm sure that if I played him more, I'd actually be able to edgeguard him with him really, really effectively, which is nice because I like edgeguarding. Edgeguarding is one of my favorite things about this game, and definitely the matches I was able to edgeguard, I would do better, and the matches that I wasn't able to edgeguard, I would do worse. Definitely has some weird, awkward, not great matchups. I was definitely really scared of like the Little Max and the Ganons, which are matchups that, as most characters, especially as Pikachu, I don't have to worry about at all. But I definitely, when I played against Ganon God, had to reverse 3-0 him specifically with Pikachu because I wanted more Lucario content, so I like went down 0-2, beat him as Pika, and then continued with Lucario in the tournament. Granted, I lost immediately, but that's okay. He was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed my time with Lucario. I would definitely say he's a solid like middle of mid-tier, probably like around as good as Byleth, I would say. Maybe slightly better than that. You know, I know that there's like a Byleth versus Piranha Plant thing. I'd probably say he's somewhere in that mix as well. I think he has some decent top-tier matchups. Because he's so mobile, he can actually deal with characters like Kazuya decently well, although you're still going to die against the competent Kazuyas, but you can kind of put yourself in positions where you'd only get hit by moves that aren't going to kill you. Same for characters like Sonic, characters like Pika, which I already knew was basically an even matchup. It was basically the characters that could like super come in and pressure you and also kill me. Those were the bigger problems, like characters like Mii Brawler. That was like the biggest one. I didn't play Steve very often when I was playing Lucario. It just happened to not fight Steves in tournament and not fight Steves on Elite Smash. So I don't really know how that matchup goes. I'm assuming it's bad because he just kind of out kills you and you never really get Aura, probably. I definitely think I underused Aura Sphere Charge. I definitely think I underused Counter overall. But yeah, I think this character was surprisingly fun and surprisingly good. I feel like for Meta Knight, I was a little bit pleasantly surprised because I was like, oh, this character's a little bit funner than I thought. Mewtwo, I was like, well, I knew he was kind of fun, but also he's kind of bad. Ridley, I was like, well, he's a lot of fun, but he's kind of bad. And Lucario, definitely, I thought he's a bit better than what I originally expected. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my week of Lucario. Let me know what other characters you want me to do for my week of Lucario. I'm probably going to go back to Iron Man's for a couple streams at the very least before I get tired of them again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the experiment. I hope you enjoyed watching if you did. I'm going to be putting the full tournament run up like in full of this most recent tournament and also the last tournament. Probably just going to put them in the same video. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. As always, social media and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Peace.